Fellow Nigerians, I have a question to ask. This is my question. What makes it so difficult for our government to agree to restructure Nigeria? Why Nigeria cannot be restructured? Why our government is afraid to restructure Nigeria? When you talk about restructuring Nigeria, it becomes like a big threat to our government. I am asking, what is happening? Countries that is developing today, countries where there are better lives, are countries that is working on restructuring. Countries that are being restructured. Those countries are the countries we can call developed world today. What is so difficult about restructuring in Nigeria? Why our government sees restructuring as a threat to their lives? When you talk about restructure Nigeria, our government see it like you are dividing the country. What is so difficult? We have practiced one system of government for the past 60 years. And yet, after 60 years, we cannot be boastful of good road. We cannot be boastful of good infrastructure. We cannot be boastful of any hospital. We cannot be boastful of any good life after 60 years. And yet, our government still see it wise to continue in that pattern. Fellow Nigerians, the truth is this: if Nigeria is restructured, it will affect their income, it will affect their pay, it will affect their salaries. If Nigeria is restructured, their wickedness will be more clear. If Nigeria is restructured, things can be more exposed. Good development will come for the poor. But our government is so wicked, heartless. They are witchcraft. They don't want anything good for the poor masses. And that is why they want Nigeria to remain the way it is today, so that the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. Before I continue, I want to say greetings to all Nigerians, wherever you are hearing the sound of my voice. To those of you who have lost their life, a minute silent to respect you. May your souls rest in peace. And I can assure you that this struggle will not disappoint your death. I sympathize with the parents of those who have lost their life in this struggle for a better Nigeria. And I'm using this opportunity to call all Nigerians. The time has come for us to fight the head and not the tail. If we continue our struggle to cut off the tail and leave the head, I can assure you, in a space of time, the tail will grow back again. Many people say, end SARS, reform police, reform this, reform SWAT, reform Nigeria. Let me tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Those words sound good, but all of them are in one package: restructuring. If Nigeria is restructured, the life of a common man will be more valued. We need to go for restructuring. Let's fight for restructuring. I am using this opportunity to call the attention of all Nigerians to wake up and lend their voice to restructure the country, where power belongs to the people. Fellow Nigerians, I am using this opportunity to ask a question once more. Where are those people who contributed money to the government for coronavirus? Those of you who supported the government with 100 million, 200 million, 1 million, 10 million, and 50 million. Those of you who contributed for coronavirus, don't you see need to contribute now for the masses who are dying and fighting for a better Nigeria? If you have contributed money to the government for coronavirus, if you have contributed to solve coronavirus problem, where you know our government is more worse than coronavirus, our government kills more than COVID-19. If you cannot support those Protestants with your money, you are a useless citizen, no matter who you are. I am calling Dangote, I am calling Otedola, I am calling all the big men in Nigeria today, wherever you are. If you are not contributing your money to care for those people who are on the streets for the past 2 weeks, fighting for a better Nigeria, hosting peaceful protests, if your money is not involved to take care of them, you are a useless man. You are a useless woman. In this country where we have cried the killing of the S-men, we have cried the killing of the Boko Haram, we have cried the killing of kidnappers, we have cried the killing of bandits everywhere. Yet crime is still increasing on daily basis. Many people say they don't know why. Why wouldn't you know why? Where the government is interested to create more jobs for criminals. That is why when people talk about end SARS, I support bet. There is a bet in ending SARS, because ending SARS is to create more criminals. Ending SARS is to create more armed robbers, because they are still the same. Thieves and SARS and police, all of them are the same. They are one company. They are born of the same mother. Fellow Nigerians, let us tell ourselves the truth. Let us go for restructuring. If we can achieve restructuring, we have achieved it all. This is not time for tribalism. This is not time to say divide the country. Those of you who comes out to agitate to divide the country, that is a big problem. Let us not agitate to divide the country. Let us not agitate to say Mohamed Buhari resign, resign, resign. No. If we go that level, we have done it wrong. Let us channel our strength for restructuring. Constitutional amendment. Our constitution should be amended. Our constitution should be amended. Let our constitution be constitution for the poor and the rich. The only constitution today we have in Nigeria is for the rich. And that is why criminality will never end in Nigeria. I am begging the Nigerian people all over the world, wherever you are, in other part of the world, stand up. Stand up and approach the Nigerian embassy. Tell them the people demand restructuring. The country should be restructured. We need a restructured Nigeria where government can be checkmate. My name is Sir Wilson Henry Chukwudi, the president of the United People of Nigeria Worldwide Initiative. I am using this opportunity to call the members of the United People of Nigeria Worldwide Initiative all over the world to stand up and join this protest. Join this protest. This is what we have preached for the past 3 years plus. We have been preaching for the people to unite, because when the people unite, the impossibility will become possible. When we started to call Nigerians together, when we begin to ask Nigerians to unite, some people say there is no hope anymore. But I saw hope. I saw today. I saw today. I said, Nigerians unite. Nigerians unite. Because there is power in unity. There is power when the people are united. Today, I thank God for the first time, Nigerians are coming out from all walks of life, from all tribes, uniting for a better Nigeria. I am calling pastors, businessmen and women. I am calling on all imams, come out and say something. Let's stand together in one voice. Restructure this country now before it will be too late. Instead of planning on how to attack Protestants, instead of planning on how to quench it with force, instead of planning on how to control the people by power, this is not a thing of power. This is a thing of understanding the people. Because our management, the Nigerian government should be ashamed of themselves. The Nigerian government should be ashamed of themselves. In 70s, 60s, in history, Nigeria supported Malaysia to grow. But today, in different 3 years after independence, Malaysia is 63 today, and Nigeria is 60. Check the difference. When you come to infrastructure, Malaysia have it. Good hospital, good health care, Malaysia have it. Good road, Malaysian have it. Good government, Malaysian have it. Government of the people, Malaysia have it. Nigeria, what do we have? Who have we offended? Where our wicked leaders cannot reason. Our wicked leaders cannot reason. After traveling the whole world, they still come back and stay in darkness. No light, no water, no good hospital, no good road. Yet they manage the roads of the poor people. They enjoy seeing people dying. The worst is still yet to come. This is just the beginning. The worst is still yet to come. But I am calling the attention of the government. Wake up! Don't do it by force. Doing it by force is to force the pregnancy to come out at the time it's not supposed. It will not be good for us. I want to beg the Protestants, please, nobody go violent. What we are doing today is not revolution. Revolution now, protest now, whatever, is not what we are doing today. As we stand together to say, end SARS, give us restructuring. That is all we needed. Because that is the solution of all our problem. All our problem is tagged, is in one package, restructured Nigeria. That's all we needed. If you see anybody telling you to attack police, don't join that person. They are sent. If you see anybody attacking police, please call that person to order, because they want to take those pictures to show to UN that the people are violent, so they can put violence on the people as well. Nobody should attack any police. Nobody should attack any politician. Nobody should attack any government property or destroy properties. Please don't destroy anything. It's our property. If you do it, you are not doing it to them. They will still collect their salary. Those property belongs to us. Nobody should go violent. And while the protest is going on, please, for those of you who can provide hand sanitizers, please provide hand sanitizers. And for those of you who can provide hot water, Please bring hot water, put salt in it, and drink it. It keeps you healthy. It flushes out any contact of corona or whatever. Please, please. While this protest is still on, let us protect ourselves. Our life matters. God bless all Nigerians. Together, we will fix this country. Nigeria is feasible. When I tell people, people don't believe. Nigeria is feasible. I thank God for the spirit that is on us today. I thank God for the prayers that has been going on. God is involved. Those who have died, they are with us. The dead is alive. They are walking everywhere. It has never been like this before. Something is somewhere working with us. Let us stand strong. Sooner or later, we will get the world's attention. Let us continue, and God bless every one of us. My name still remains Sir Wilson Henry Chukwudi, the president of the United People of Nigeria Worldwide Initiative. I support the protest. I am involved. And all members of this initiative, we are involved. God bless Nigeria. God bless us all. Thank you.